Well, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are when you're watching this. Welcome to another Aimless Adventures vlog, coming to you from the corner of Sanford Avenue and 6th Street, 600 block of Sanford, and the 300 block of East 6th Street. You can see the entryway there to downtown Sanford in the marina area. As cars careen by my fleshly body. I'm going to take a little walk through history with you. We're going to go back to 1920. In 1920, there was a particular building that was built here in Sanford. Excuse me, I'm juggling something. I'm hidden. No, I'm not hidden. This piece of paper with information is hidden right here, because my brain does not always remember facts, and I'd like to keep them straight this time. So this particular building was built in 1920. I'm going to give you a little peek here in just a minute. It has 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and I believe is about 3,063 feet. Let me get this camera out of Finger's way. Let me turn and show you the buildings that are not the buildings I'm talking about. The building I am talking about is this one. Wah, 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 wah. This particular building, built again in 1920. What is so special about this building other than it is awesome and cool? And I think maybe it may actually have people living in it now, although it was vacant for quite some time. Well, in 1946, a young man arrived in Daytona Beach playing for the Montreal Royals of the AAA's International League. Now, they were the farm team for the Dodgers. But the Dodgers did not have their own spring training locations here in Central Florida, so they had to go from town to town and rent them, and they were at the discretion of whoever owned them and the powers that be in that area. Now, not everybody wanted to see certain individuals on a baseball field because that was a very turbulent time in American history. No doubt, ignorance was a factor. And we're going to look down here. This is not going to be a political, social commentary, so to speak. It's going to be a hit vlog about history. So with the AAA affiliate of the Dodgers, the Montreal Royals of the AAA International League, gentlemen, you may have heard of him. His name is Jackie Robinson, one of the greatest baseball players to ever live. And what's so significant about this porch and this building here is that this used to be owned by a gentleman by the name of D.C. Brock. And back in 1946, the Dodgers came to Sanford. Most of the team was staying right down the street there. At the end of this street and around the corner is a hotel. That's where the majority of them were staying. But due to threats from ignorant folks based on color, Mr. Robinson and the other gentleman named Johnny Wright were placed here at the home of Mr. Brock. Now, Sanford Memorial Field is just down that way, just a little bit. That would have been, it is a historic location, but it would have been much more significant had what took place here not taken place. So here at the home of D.C. Brock is where threats were made on both Johnny Wright and Jackie Robinson, and they were told, do not take the field. We don't want you to play baseball here. Of course, we all know that Mr. Robinson did take to the field, but it was up in Daytona. Daytona Beach, March 17th, 1946, Jackie Robinson did take to the field, and he made minor league history by becoming the first American of African descent to play in an integrated ball game. And then again, they came back down. The Montreal Royals came back down here on April 7th to Sanford. And Robinson played in the first inning, but then he was removed from the game by the police chief of Sanford. Now, of course, we all know that on April 15th, 1947, Mr. Robinson, you may know him as 42, or you may have seen that movie. Well, what took place here on this porch with the passers-by that would come by and threaten did not turn out the way that they had hoped, but did in fact turn out to be history, American history. Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier on April 15, 1947 with the Dodgers. And then on April 15th, 1997, which was the 50th anniversary of that historic day with the Dodgers organization, Major League Baseball, and America in general, the mayor of Sanford issued a proclamation of apology for the events that occurred in 1946 and proclaimed that April 15th, 1997 would be Jackie Robinson Recognition Day here in Sanford, Florida. So I'm going to close my mouth. I'm going to give you a little moment to take this in of what took place here, as idle threats would not deter the passion and the spirit of a man who had talent and a dream and was willing to follow it. Just like this road, that fence is no match for a man with passion. I believe it's the Texas Rangers that say, not the baseball team, the actual Texas Rangers themselves, that no one can stop a man who keeps on a-coming. Well, Mr. Robinson indeed kept on a-coming and broke down that color wall and kept on a-running. And it all started with passion and a man who refused to say no to a dream. All right. Hope you enjoyed that little walk through history back to 1946. Even though we started off in 1920, we rapidly moved through history, a bunch of years, and came to this location where American history took place. Now, of course, Jackie Robinson went on to break many major league records, Hall of Fame, and inspire an entire generation, and continues to inspire men regardless of color. You know, a lot of folks do say this race, that race, but in reality, we're all the same race, the human race. As the sun glistens down through the trees, Jackie Robinson said, I'm going to follow my dream. And had he took to the field in Sanford that day, Sanford would have the most historical baseball field in minor league baseball. But as a result, that would be Daytona. I believe they are called the Cubs, minor league affiliate for Chicago Cubs, I do believe. Could be wrong. Again, I'm not a baseball aficionado. I'm a history nerd and a guy who likes getting out of his doors. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's kind of annoying, but kind of cool. So, as we always say at the end of the vlogs, get out of your door and go explore, because every day is an adventure. Check us out on the social networks. Aimless Adventures, all one word, on Instagram and Facebook. And remember, stay adventurous, my friends, because every day is an adventure. Stay adventurous, my friends. Stay adventurous.